Plaintiff, Shamir Maged, says the defendant has a child with her brother, but her two older children haven't lived with her for several years. Shamir claims the defendant is a compulsive liar, and she's suing for breach of contract and defamation. Defendant Monique Norris says Shamir was part of a drug ring, and when the police busted the ring, 4 pounds of cocaine and 1 pound of heroin were taken from her home. Monique claims after the bust, Shamir knowingly stored a drug compressor in Monique's basement, and she's countersuing for harassment and slander.
Start with you.
I met Monique in '97. She dated my brother. They have a child together. She has 3 other children. Her oldest 2 boys haven't been living with her for years. They live with her mother. They don't wish to live with her. As a matter of fact, my nephew...
To defer, Your Honor.
How do you know where her kids want to live?
My nephew told me. He's happy that
What did he say?
He said that because he just went to custody, and he told the judge himself that he didn't want to live with her.
What was the allegation against?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. You don't have any idea?
No.
All right. Well, let's not talk about her kids and all the stuff that you don't have an idea on.
Okay.
All
okay.
right.
Well, she is a liar. She spreads lies. She's very unstable.
How
Your
so?
Honor.
How so?
She's been put out of almost everywhere she lived.
How many places?
Can I just give you my evidence?
Nope. You can tell me the list of places she's been put out.
At least 9. I have her evictions off of the clerk of court.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
What else?
Her character, she is, in my opinion, just a very, very, very compulsive liar.
Okay, that's your opinion. See, that avoids defamation. When a person gives their opinion, that's not defamation. All right. Ma'am, you give me some background. You heard some of the allegations she's had about your character.
Well, Your Honor, I have true facts. Shamir was part of a drug ring in Cincinnati, Ohio, where they seized 4 pounds of cocaine, 1 pound of heroin.
From where?
From her home, and I have the verification of that.
Your Honor, that is a bold-faced lie.
Let's see it, please.
As well as...
You said what?
That is a bold-faced lie. They didn't take anything out of my home.
Okay, well,
Let's
it was
see.
$100,000, and there's 4 different articles on this big drug ring that she was a part of.
Did they take $100,000 out of
No,
your
Your
home?
Honor, that is a lie. They didn't take anything out of my house. She's a liar. That's what the news printed up, but that's not the honest to God truth.
That's what the news printed up. Tell it to the judge.
Yeah.
to the cocaine judge, not me.
As well as, Your Honor, the reason that we're here today is because of those facts that were found in her home. She was then, as you all know how it goes, when you have a drug bust and you're a part of a drug bust, you lose everything you own because primarily it was purchased with drug money. And what happened was I received a call at 6 in the morning stating that my sister, which I do label her as my sister because she's been in my life since I was 14 years old, which I'm 33 now. I do have 4 children, one of those which is her nephew, and as she stated, just to clarify with you, my son is 16 years old, and that's her nephew. My son attends Walnut Hills High School, which is the #1 high school in the state of Ohio.
No, thanks to you. Thanks to your mom.
My son has been on A honor roll since first grade.
To her.
He was
Ma'am,
placed into the gifted program. At this time, I did have some issues, whereas I moved from the city of Cincinnati over to Kentucky. At that time, in order for my son to continue going to Walnut Hills High School, I had to then allow for him to stay with my mother so that he can be in the Cincinnati Public School area school district, and that just happened over a year ago. But prior to all of this, Judge Mathis, as I stated, Shamir, I received a phone call at 6:30 in the morning. At that time, she did not have anywhere to put her things at, and me, her mother, as well as her other sister, went and got a storage. She did not have room in the storage for all of her property, so therefore, her property was then, it came to my home. At this time, a family friend came over and advised me that I needed to get certain things out of my home. At that time, the family member took me down into the basement and let me know that I had a drug compressor that was in my house. I also printed out the photographs of that along with the drug compressor that Shamir is storing in my home at this time. These are all
You
photos
about to get in trouble.
of this. Exactly.
It's called drug paraphernalia.
Exactly, and I was unaware of this. As well as because of this situation, Shamir has called Crime Stoppers, stating that myself as well as my fiance
You
were
use this
selling
only
drugs.
if you got pounds and pounds of weed and kilos of cocaine.
You are
She
a
moved
compulsive
it into
liar.
my
Your boyfriend
home at
touched
that
it.
time, and then once I was known of what it was, I contacted Shamir. Shamir was supposed to come to my house and get her things. She
You
never
are a
showed
liar.
up that Sunday to
Your
pick
Honor.
her things up.
Please.
And then that's at that time. That's when all of this came about. Shamir was going around telling people I lost custody of my children.
You did.
He is old enough.
20-ton hydraulic press recovered
sir.
in Charles Village drug bust.
That's not my article.
I also
20
have,
That's a compulsive liar. She made
and
that
I
up.
also have the
Man,
pictures.
whatever happened with that case?
I'm done with that case.
What's the status of the case on the others? There's a big case.
Oh, those people are locked up.
6 people. Oh, they're locked up. Good
Right.
enough.
She received the version.
All right, ma'am, that's enough. You've
Okay.
given me enough background.
Okay.
Let me get to the specifics.
Okay.
$1,500 for a breach of contract. How does she owe you for that?
She was supposed to buy my living room set for $1,000 when she got her income tax. On May the 4th, I text her and asked her, you know, Monique, what's going on with the furniture? Do you have the money? No, I don't. I said, well, if you don't, I have someone else to buy it. She said, well, have someone buy it because I don't have it. I have all the text messages as well. On May the 11th, I text her because my sister was moving out of our storage, which me and my sister pay for, not Monique. She doesn't have a dime. Don't let her play you. I said, Monique, what's up with the furniture? Are you there?
I
I'm
don't let
coming
you
to get
play
it.
me either.
I'm not trying to play you.
With all that dope found in your
So,
house, go ahead.
Your Honor, I swear on my kids,
Go
they didn't
ahead.
find any kind of
Go
drugs in my
ahead,
house.
ma'am.
I put that on my babies. I don't even know why she would lie like that, really. So I texted her and told her I was coming to get it. She made up a lie and said that she was out of town at a college tour and told me, I said, okay,
Where's the
well, fine.
furniture now?
At her house still.
Okay.
So,
And when is the last time you attempted to
May
get
the
it?
11th.
And what did she say?
She said she was out of town, but her friend called me an hour later and told me she was not out of town. She was at home, and, you know, she asked her friend she needed some advice. What should she do? Should she pay me this, that, and the third? So later on, about 8 o'clock in the evening, which I have all the text messages to prove, I texted her and said, you know, I'll just catch up with you tomorrow. She then got mad and started texting me, talking all type of
Read
crazy
something
stuff.
where she said she wouldn't give it to you.
You won't get tomorrow. I swear I'll set it in rain. I wish I
Let me
would.
see that. Let me see that.
Okay.
And Your Honor, those was the argument, and then I told her I will sit the furniture
And-
outside in the rain,
yeah,
and she
well,
could pick it up off of the curb.
All right, but you indicated that you were withholding it and were inclined to damage it.
No.
Underline that. What do you mean no? She just read it. Now you better make sure I read
I'm
something
sorry.
different then.
I'm sorry, sir.
Talking about no. She just read it. Let's see.
Underline.
Right there, right there.
Okay. Thank you.
Talking about you didn't say it. You won't get S tomorrow. I'll sit all that S in the rain. Good enough. And defamation, how does she owe you for that?
Okay, well, when she was on the phone with her friend, when her friend called me, she said that my furniture was dirty when she received it. As you can see on those text messages, she admitted to me that her kids messed up the furniture. You have the paper. And my point is, why would you agree to buy dirty furniture? You know, that doesn't make sense.
So you say it's defamation when her opinion is that your furniture is
And then
dirty.
she went on Facebook and wrote up a status with more lies.
What?
She told Facebook, I have an EPI card. Your Honor, I work. I don't have an EPI card. A food stamp card. I don't have food stamps. I work. I don't qualify. I make too much money. I wish I did. Groceries are expensive.
What you doing all that dope in your house? I know you do make a lot of money.
Your Honor,
With all these kilos. All right.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Did you say this about her?
No.
That she has a food stamp card?
No, I made a status on Facebook, and it was actually because me and my sister
And
got
you
into
wouldn't
an
have
argument.
a EBT card with care. You do say that she has that.
No, that's a status on Facebook. I didn't say Shamir this or Shamir that. No, I put up the status in reference to me and my big sister got into an argument over this.
Okay, and you have something to underline
Yes,
where
sir.
you all were discussing that. Do
Yes,
that.
where we were
because you all
arguing.
like to give me a page with 5 paragraphs and want me to figure it out.
And this is what started that argument, because I told my sister I didn't need no insurance from her about my life because of what Shamir was telling my sister.
Now,
didn't
what
say- I
gives
don't
you the
even-
impression she was talking about you, man?
Your Honor, she had called my mother prior to that status with a bunch of lies saying that I was telling her sister stuff. Your Honor, I don't even know her sister.
No, I'm not talking about a call. I'm saying this.
Yeah, well,
in writing. How can
she
you prove
deleted me
that
off
in
of
writing? Don't
Facebook.
talk when I'm talking. How can you prove that in writing she was referring to you, your name?
after a phone call.
I say, show me in writing.
I
You
can't.
keep talking about a phone call. All right, then your claim for defamation is dismissed. Now, with regard to your harassment and defamation, what is your claim for?
Your Honor, here's where Shamir said that I can have the furniture, as well as here's where Shamir was saying that I was having defamation of character by her, right here, and it's highlighted on 514
Okay,
and
she believed
12:7.
you defamed her. What
Right.
else?
Why
I
would
didn't defame
tell
her.
Why
All
would I
right,
tell you
well,
you
she
can have
believed
something?
it. Now, what else?
And then I also have in here where she was talking about the issues with that I was going through with custody of my children, where she was telling her friends, and her friend was telling me I need to do is come and get some pointers, quit splitting up my kids, buy my furniture from the store, not from people.
Is your name mentioned?
Yeah, it's on Facebook, all of this.
Your name is mentioned.
Yes,
didn't
we're
say
actually
it.
going backwards and forth, and this is a mutual friend of hers.
I didn't say it. Did it come from
A
me?
mutual friend that what?
Of Shamir's got onto my Facebook page and was arguing with me about the things that Shamir told her in
She
reference
said
to.
Shamir told me.
No.
No, she didn't, but it's
Man,
all on
would you
here.
be quiet? One more word out of you and your case is dismissed. How about that? One more. How do you know she was talking about you specifically and that she told this young lady?
Because it was personal things, as I stated to you, Judge Mathis.
But
this
is
was
she the
somebody-
only one that knows?
Yes, because I
she
confided
could have told
in her.
someone else.
No, I confided in her. She was like a sister
No,
to
but
me.
she
knows.
could have told someone
Oh, yeah,
else. I
she
know
did.
you confided
Right,
in her.
and this is who she told.
She
And
could have
then-
told a bunch of people.
Okay.
And that person could have told that person who puts it on the internet about you.
You're correct.
You have to
And
show
then
where she made that
Okay.
statement.
Well, I also have a statement from her son's daycare teacher. She wrote a statement up because she also over
What does the son's daycare teacher say?
letting
about
me
her?
know that Shamir made comment to her about sending 241 kids to my house, sending Crime Stoppers to my house.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Well, then that's not defamation, it's truth. What harassment, ma'am? Are you referring to that as harassment?
Yes.
Now, let's see what it is. This is to the teacher telling whom?
Telling me what was said about
I,
myself.
to whom it may concern, I witnessed Shamir making comments about sending Crime Stoppers to the... She heard comments about her telling whom?
She was telling that to Keisha, the teacher.
I'm
Okay?
not convinced
And
of that
then
either.
Also, here is my fiance, where they came, of course, the police came and responded. I let them in the house. Everything was fine
What
and all
did
of
she
that.
do?
She sent them. And then she sent her
Sent the
mom.
police for what reason?
She tried to say that we were the ones selling drugs when she was selling drugs. So I let them come
Okay,
in
you have
and search.
that evidence that she did that?
I have the statement.
Whose statement is that?
It's from my fiance.
Oh, okay. You can read it.
Oh, okay. I
You can read
it.
what it is you think I should believe from your fiance.
He said, Shamir has caused myself to be pulled over several times by the police. She contacted Crime Stoppers stating I was a drug dealer. The block watch where we live at contacted Monique and myself in reference to this false reports. We have been cooperating with the police, which we were. I have nothing to do with this matter. I feel it's stupid of her, all this drama over some furniture she gave
well,
us.
he needs to sue her. He hasn't said what she's done to you.
Oh, okay.
So
Her
she
mom-
wasn't, her mom what?
I have a statement on here where in the text messages where her mom is saying that Shamir was on the internet airing my dirty laundry. If
Okay,
that would matter.
Read that.
Okay. All right, but at the end, nobody wins, and all your dirty laundry is out on Facebook. This is so childish. I'm glad I'm a woman that don't.
No. I want you to read the part where her mother says she put it on the internet.
Okay.
In the meantime, ma'am, I'm going to grant your judgment for $1,000 for the furniture. I'm not going to grant you defamation. Do you have that statement yet?
She's saying that Shamir.
Say it, read it.
All your dirty laundry is out on Facebook.
Read where she says she did it.
She didn't say that Shamir
I know
did
she
it
didn't. Have a
specifically.
good day. Your claim is dismissed.
I can't believe she just went in there and told a bold-faced lie. I mean, I have my kids, take good care. Maybe she should lead by example.
No,
Goodbye.
I guess not.
Goodbye.
Because at the end of the day, whether she's leading by example or not, you over here lying, talking about some furniture that you giving to me, and you mad because your boyfriend is in prison facing 5 years now, and you're trying to sue me for legal fees to take care of his legal fees for some furniture that you gave to me. No, that's not the way it's gonna work.